The H1B Guy here. And today, the H1B Guy news for the week ending February 24th, 2023. Today I'll cover H1B lottery opens next week, low H1B denial rates, and USCIS clarifies F1 special student relief. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube and like this video so that I can continue to produce more content like this for you. I also wanted to mention the H1B Guy offers a variety of consulting services. I help businesses and individuals solve complex work authorization issues and the recruitment process while bringing awareness to employment-based immigration benefits. If I can help you, please reach out. Love to hear how. You can book an appointment directly with me via the h1bguy.com. Today's news is brought to you by Syndesis and PATHA Canada, the ideal plan B for high-skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain, by PERM-Ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process, and by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa-related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner, Mob Squad, has a solution. Join the squad. Now, the news. Well, the H-1B lottery for fiscal year 2024 opens next week. On January 27th, USCIS announced the initial registration period for the fiscal year 2024 H-1B cap would open on March 1st at 12 p.m. Eastern and run through March 17th, 2023, ending at 12 p.m. Eastern, spanning a total of 17 days. During the registration window, prospective employers will be able to submit their registrations using USCIS's online H-1B registration system. When it comes to the H-1B lottery registration, there are a few important things to keep in mind for both employers and candidates. Employers can only submit a candidate into the H-1B lottery electronic portal once, and there's currently a $10 non-refundable registration fee for employers. However, candidates are allowed to have as many employers as they want submit their name into the portal. If a candidate is selected multiple times, they can only have one employer submit the full H-1B paper petition. Once the initial electronic registration selection has been made, employers will have 60 days beginning on April 1st to submit the full H-1B paper petition with a deadline of June 30th. I'm currently expecting more than 400,000 H-1B registrations for this year's H-1B lottery, but as we've witnessed in the past, that number could vary greatly. Next Wednesday, March 1st at 12 p.m. Eastern, please make plans to join me live for my third annual H-1B lottery fiscal year 2024 special edition. On February 7th, 2023, Stuart Anderson for Forbes, who we've covered many times here on this platform, published an article titled New USCIS Data Show H-1B Denial Rates Remain Low. Cited in the article was the National Foundation for American Policy NFAP report that was released analyzing USCIS data, which reveals that the denial rate for new H-1B petitions for initial employment in fiscal year 2022 was 2%, much lower than the 24% denial rates in fiscal year 2018, 21% in fiscal year 2019, and 13% in fiscal year 2020. While the denial rate for H-1B petitions for continuing employment also was only 2% for fiscal year 2022, compared to 12% for fiscal year 2018 and fiscal year 2019. These lower denial rates are attributed to legal settlements and policy changes that followed a string of lawsuits during the Trump administration, which forced restrictive immigration policies. The previously high H-1B denial rates caused concerns for employers as they lost long-time employees who were denied H-1B extensions and forced to leave the country. The Trump administration's policy change directed adjudicators not to give deference to the findings of a previously approved petition, but that was later rescinded by USCIS Director Urshadu. With this rescission, the lawsuits and legal settlement extending existing H-1B employees has become more predictable and rational. Despite the layoffs announced by some technology companies, there is still high demand for high skilled talent in the US. According to a ZipRecruiter survey, about 79% of workers who were recently hired after a tech company layoff or termination landed their new job within 3 months of starting their search. Mr. Anderson does note that most tech companies are still much larger than they were 3 years ago, even with the layoffs. In January 2023, the unemployment rate in computer and mathematical occupations was 1.5%, lower than the previous year, as per the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The unemployment rate in architecture and engineering occupations was 1.7%, also lower than the year before. The data continues to suggest that demand for high skilled talent remains high in the US, and the H1B denial rates that have dropped significantly are making it easier for employers to retain high skilled foreign workers on H1B visas. For employers, one of the biggest concerns in filing H1B applications is the probability for denial. It's refreshing to see some common sense being applied and allowing for employers to confidently apply for new H1B visas and extend current H1B visas. On February 22nd, 2023, USCIS issued an updated policy guidance in its policy manual to clarify the validity period for employment authorization for F1 non-immigrant students experiencing severe economic hardship due to emergent circumstances. This policy is also known as a Special Student Relief SSR. The update states that in cases where F1 non-immigrant students are facing severe economic hardship due to emergent circumstances, the agency may grant off-campus SSR employment authorization for the duration of the Federal Register notice validity period. However, this employment authorization may not extend beyond the student's academic program end date. The USCIS policy manual also notes that employment authorization documents may be issued for the duration of the Federal Register notice, which is typically an 18-month validity period as permitted by the relevant SSR Federal Register notice. Emergent circumstances are considered events that affect F1 non-immigrant students from a particular region and create severe economic hardships. These events may include natural disasters, financial crises, and military conflicts. This policy update will be effective immediately upon its publication and will apply to all pending and future applications for SSR employment authorization. USCIS also clarifies that the updated policy guidance provides more clarity to F1 non-immigrant students and their employers regarding the validity period of employment authorization under the SSR provisions. This is an important update, but it will have a fairly minimal impact. However, it does continue validity for EADs, which does provide unrestricted employment opportunities and further increases the talent pool with US educated non immigrants. For the full post on the H1B Guy news for the week ending February 24th, 2023, please check out the H1BGuy.com. And a reminder that today's news was brought to you by Syndesis and Path to Canada, an ideal plan B for high skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. If you're facing an H-1B denial or OPT expiration, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you have a plan B, and Syndesis and Path to Canada are your answers. They'll gladly help you navigate the process, and if you'd like to find out if you qualify, please be sure to use the link in the video description below, and someone from Syndesis or Path to Canada will be in touch. And by PERM-Ads.com, the industry leader in providing a seamless experience for employers and immigration attorneys navigating the complex PERM recruitment ad phase of the labor certification process. If you're looking to reduce your costs and overhead associated with PERM labor certification recruitment advertising, let PERM-Ads.com help you. And by Mob Squad. Are you a technology professional facing U.S. work visa related challenges? Don't leave your fate up to chance. Our partner Mob Squad has a solution. Mob Squad helps technology professionals facing U.S. work visa related uncertainty remain working with their current U.S. company nearshore from Canada, as well as technology professionals from around the world who are seeking an opportunity to find a rewarding career in North America. Through their partnership with the Canadian government, they can obtain a Canadian work permit for you and your spouse in as little as 8 weeks. So, whether you're looking to stay working with your current U.S. company or you want to find a new opportunity in Canada, please find out how the team at Mob Squad can help you via the link in the video description below. Join the squad. Just wanted to ask you again to please like this video, subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube, and click the bell for notifications so you're notified anytime we post new content here to this channel. Go live like we will next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern on March the 1st. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate your support. The H1B Guy, your global source for all things H1B.